Hello. Hello everybody, I'm finally here. Incredible. Wow, my push to mute doesn't work either. That's so nice. Oh. Why doesn't it work? Sorry for the lovely sound there. How's everyone doing? There it is. Let me turn push to mute back on. It's called mic/aux. Yep, so today we're gonna be playing Homeworld 2. I'm glad everyone's doing good. But yeah, I'm gonna play that because I'm curious about RTS games and like what is it called? Turn-based combat, you know? And I want to learn a little bit more about it, so I'm gonna fire that up. We're gonna see if it's any good. I heard that it has spaceship combat, but it's real time and stuff. Wow. Exciting for me and probably no one else. Apparently Homeworld 3 is coming out soon, so at least it's worth playing right now, I guess. I don't know. Never heard of Homeworld? I didn't either until someone pointed it out to me. So we're gonna play it and see if it's any good. Let's get the game running here. You guys can't hear it yet because the game is... Oh god, the game is taking over my computer. What is happening? There we go. Skipping 1. I was told to play Homeworld 2. Hold on. Oh my god. This thing is destroying my PC. No video? Yeah, hold on. Homeworld. There. You guys should be able to hear it. And I'll pause my music. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was Spotify. Stop. VLC, please. Please stop. Please stop. Yeah, Loki 1111158465. Yeah. Kind of cool. I guess OBS will just be over there. I want to be Loki. I suppose we should do... Should we do the tutorial? I mean, no one knows what this is, so let's just try it. Fuck the bear. I don't think there's a bear in space.
Welcome to the Homeworld training mission. This tutorial will cover the user interface, camera control, unit selection, and movement.
This is going to be like a 2005 tutorial where it tells you everything about a game.
About what you currently have selected and provides you easy access to basic commands.
Okay.
You can minimize the taskbar by clicking on the flashing icon or pressing backspace. Do this now. Good job. The recall window displays all previous speech in the mission. Click on the recall icon to display all previous speech in the mission. To exit the recall window, throughout the game, objectives will be assigned to you. Objectives give you information on what you have just been issued, a new objective.
Okay.
Good job.
Good job.
This is the objectives screen. Click the Learn How to Play Homeworld objective to get more
Attain a basic familiarity with camera control.
Screen, click Issue Orders. You must first select the ships you want to command.
Oh.
Click OK to continue. Left click on the scouts to select them. Scouts selected.
Wow, okay.
New reinforcements available.
Thanks.
A second scout squadron.
I already hate this woman. Give her a chance, man.
First hold down the left mouse button and then drag a box around both scout squadrons. Do this now. Excellent work. Notice that the taskbar has been updated with your selection. The taskbar lists all...
Oh, fuck. Hold on. The game tabbed out. Shit. That's not what I wanted. I was... Oh, fuck. What's happening? Come back. Alright, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
In order to master space combat, you must first learn how to control the camera. At this point, the camera is focused on a squadron of scouts. Click OK to continue.
Okay.
Hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse to rotate the camera. Do this now. Excellent work. Click OK.
This is truly
practicing camera rotation.
Okay.
When you're to zoom the
This
camera,
is like a I'm 90 years
or
old
hold
trying
down
to
both
learn how to
mouse
play a
buttons
game
on-
tutorial.
and backwards. Practice camera zooming.
Okay. Yeah, uh-huh. I did. Okay. Zoom the camera. Both mouse. What? Oh, that
Good
is
work.
fucked. Okay.
When you are ready
When is
to
belt-
continue, click OK.
I don't know. You guys haven't talked about it. So I was like, I'm just
To
gonna
pan the
mess with
camera,
this.
move the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen.
Are you
Do
Minecraft?
this
I'm
now.
not.
Excellent work. Click OK to
The,
continue.
the mouse escapes the game. That's good.
The arrow keys on the keyboard also pan the camera.
Oh, well, that's-
now, pan the camera until the
Jesus.
scouts are no longer in view.
I
Good
can't
work.
see them anymore.
Click OK to continue. Or keep practicing camera panning.
Oh yeah, I'll just keep practicing. I mean, I might need better practice. It's like you don't even care. Yeah, I'm kind of fucked up.
To focus the camera on a ship, press the middle mouse button or use the focus key.
What the hell
This
is the
snaps
focus
the camera
key?
to the currently selected ship. In this case, the Scouts. Excellent work.
Yep.
To focus on an unselected ship, hold down the Alt key and left-click on the object. Try this now.
Wow. Is this Starfield? I hope not.
The next topic is the Sensors Manager. To activate the Sensors Manager,
Oh my
press
God.
spacebar or click on the Sensors icon. The Sensors Manager allows you to see the game world from a much greater distance and is used for strategic movement. The two green dots represent the two scout squadrons. From the Sensors Manager, you can see distant objects such as these asteroids. The Sensors
Yeah.
Manager also displays camera control and ship selection.
Oh.
Work as normal in the Sensors Manager.
This is so
Also, the
much
tactical
explanation.
overlay, or TO for short. TOs
Okay.
help identify
Yep.
friendly ships will have green TOs.
I believe you.
Enemy targets will have red TOs.
That makes sense.
Allies have yellow TOs.
Uh-huh.
Click OK to continue.
Gotcha.
Tab cycles through all various TO settings. Some settings display more information than others. Experiment using the camera in the Sensors Manager now. To
Okay.
return to the normal view, we will now cover ship movement. To effectively command, first select a scout. Now, right-click on this group of asteroids to issue
Okay.
a right-click move
Go
command.
that way.
Well done.
Go.
Right-click movement orders a ship to move to a
I know.
specified landmark. For example,
I know.
another ship, an asteroid, or a piece of
I'm
debris. Remember,
aware.
you can rotate and zoom the
That's
camera
true.
as scouts have reached their destination.
No, not yet.
Ships can also be moved to any point in space.
No.
Good work. The
No.
movement disc represents the current plane the selected unit is on. Right-click on a desired location.
Everyone go
to
this
issue
way.
a move order.
Everyone.
Docking signal.
The ship will now
Go.
move to its target destination. The next lesson
Fucking
will cover
run.
vertical movement. While right-click movement covers most situations, vertical movement is needed to gain tactical advantages. Click OK to continue.
Okay.
Bring up the Sensors Manager.
Oh, good. Sensors
Notice
Manager.
the ping on the map is above the world plane. The world plane is the horizontal
go there.
disc. To raise or lower the destination point,
Hold down the left mouse button.
and move the mouse up or down. Order
What?
one of your ships to move to the ping on the map using the 3D movement.
Okay, you guys. You guys go here? Hello?
Reporting.
Go, yeah, go here. Go here. Guys.
Standing by.
Guys, go here. Yeah, go.
Copy.
Go here. Up. Go here. Hey Loki, was this game $2? It was $2. How did you guess? I did pay $2 for this, so I'm not too worried. It would have been $30 if I had purchased it normally.
Standing by.
But it's $30 for 2 games, so...
Ready.
Sorry, what am I supposed to do? Raise or lower, hold down the left mouse button. What?
Roger.
Something is like broken. What the fuck is going on? Cause like, am I just forgetting a step now? Shit. Right-click movement orders to move to a landmark. Can move to any point. Movement disc. Right-click a location. Your crew's gonna starve to death? Yeah.
Roger.
Dude. This camera controls are atrocious. Like, ugh. What the fuck? Right-click. Go.
Show no mercy. Show no mercy. Show no mercy. Weapons set to full power. Weapons set to full power. Show no mercy. Weapons set to full power. Defensive perimeter set. Ready.
Show no mercy. Go here. Go here. Go here. Just go here. You know. All you need to do is go there, man. Right-click on a desired location to issue a move order. You know? Right-click.
Reporting.
What the fuck is going on?
Carrier.
Why? Why? Why are you doing that? Don't do that.
Confirmed.
Stop. Go here. 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 Right click.
You are
no.
clear to dock. Standing by.
Yeah, you guys. Go
Docking
here.
with carrier.
No. Why? Stop. Oh, the game closed? Nope. It's back. Hey guys, I don't know. What the fuck? Hello? What is this shit on my screen right now? What is this? What is that?
Good.
What? What do you mean good? What do you mean good? What is this? What the fuck is this? Good. Yeah, go. I don't think it's coming across how little this makes sense. Like, do you guys know at all what I'm supposed to be doing right now? I can't get out of that.
Waypoint.
Oh, wow! Good job, guys. Holy shit! You guys are going there now.
Click OK to proceed to the next tutorial.
Okay. I did it. Tutorial 1. It only took 45 minutes.
This tutorial will cover resourcing, shipbuilding, and combat. To build ships and research new technology, you will need to harvest resources. Resources can be gathered from asteroids and salvage containers. Click OK to continue. To harvest, select the resource collector.
What is this line shit? Where's that coming from?
Do this now.
What the fuck is that?
Ready.
Yeah, go there.
Confirmed.
No.
Pressing the harvest hotkey H
will
order selected resource production ships, like this carrier, can build ships. Click the build button B to open the build manager.
Okay.
The currently displayed menu shows the available fighter class ships.
This game's great because if I hit WASD by accident, it does a random thing. And I don't know what's going on. It like locks some of the controls and like switches a mode. And I'm trying to do that to like move the camera, and I keep hitting WSD by accident because like naturally. But no, that does random stuff.
Click on the scout icon to begin construction of a scout squadron.
Okay.
Notice how the progress bar increases, indicating the status of the current build.
Can you make a lot of them, please? They'll get it done.
Click on the research button or the research hotkey R to activate the research manager.
Okay, R.
This is the research manager.
What are these
Notice
symbols?
that enhanced scout sensor technology is
Captain,
available
our
for research.
materials are
This
gone.
improves scout sensors. Click OK to continue.
Okay.
Click on Enhanced Scout Sensor. Each research item will unlock new build or research options to enhance your ships.
Yep.
Deciding what to research or upgrade is critical for victory.
This seems
Click
kind of
OK to
exhausting.
continue.
This seems like way more of a game than I can handle. What? Where? Okay. Did you say click OK to continue somewhere? I think you did, and there's no OK. Beautiful. I like Animal Crossing.
Scout sensor
Same,
research
dude.
complete. Stand by to begin combat lessons.
Okay.
A squadron of bombers has been constructed, and an unarmed torpedo frigate has been provided.
Okay.
Click OK to continue.
And
To attack a target, select the bomber squadron and right-click on the torpedo.
kill him.
Order
Kill
the
him.
bombers to attack the
Kill
torpedo
him.
frigate now.
Kill him.
To attack multiple enemies, hold down Control and use the left mouse button to
Holy
drag select
shit,
a
that
group
is
of
loud.
targets. Attack the 3 frigates now.
Why is that so loud?
Ready. Strike group, prepare for assault.
Fuck them up. All of these. No, not just those two guys. Guys. Guys, what about this one? There we go. Yeah, this is really hard.
Enemy neutralized.
Congratulations. You now understand all the basics.
This is exactly what Ender and Ender's Game went through when they made him simulations, when he was in the simulations. It's exactly like it.
This tutorial covers control groups, special actions, and advanced
It gets
commands.
harder than
Control
that. I don't know
groups
if
allow
I
you to
can
select
handle
a group of ships and assign them to one of the 10 number keys. First, select
What?
the 3 squadrons of interceptors.
Okay.
Now press the control key and the number 1 at the same time. You
Oh.
have now assigned that group to the number 1. From now on, pressing the number 1
Okay.
pressing the number 1 twice will also
Holy
focus the
fuck,
cameras on the
stop doing that.
interceptors. Up to 10 groups can be assigned, each corresponding to one of the number keys. Now assign the newly arrived bombers to group
No,
2.
no.
Standing by.
Okay, you guys are two
Group
now.
excellent designated. Now order group 2 to attack
Mwah,
the frigate
mwah,
that's
mwah,
just
mwah.
hyperspaced in.
Attack to... Sorry, what? Okay. Yeah, fuck him up. Kill him. Guys,
Group 1. Group 2 copies.
kill them.
Group 2 copies.
Kill them.
Strike group, prepare for assault.
Kill them now.
Group 2 reports for death. Well done.
Oh, that fucked up my
The
guys
next
a little
lesson
bit.
covers special actions. Special actions vary from ship
What
to
the
ship.
fuck?
The carrier that has just arrived has a cloaking generator.
Okay.
To use special actions, first select the carrier.
Oh dear.
Acknowledge.
This tab displays all special actions. Currently, only the cloak ability icon
Okay.
is active. Press the cloak
Oh,
icon
it's down here.
to activate the carrier's cloak generator.
Okay, no one else is stringing this game, yeah.
Cloaking sail.
Special actions are also activated.
I mean,
via the
I
shift
can't
menu.
imagine they
To
would.
access the shift menu, hold down.
I mean, this
shift
isn't that bad,
and
it's just like,
right-click on a
holy
ship or
shit, the
empty space,
controls.
using either the special actions commands icons on the taskbar or the shift menu. Order the carrier.
Like, this
to
tutorial is, like, mandatory. Fuck, what did it say? Or the shift menu. Where did it go?
Copy.
Oh.
Cloak field.
Unlike cloak, some special actions require a target.
Oh, that,
This marine
okay.
frigate is one such example. Marine frigates are used to capture enemy ships.
Marine
to capture
frigate?
An enemy ship,
Why is it
select
called marine?
frigate and right-click on the enemy frigate. You can also use the capture icon or the shift menu.
Why? Isn't marine...
Reporting.
Doesn't that, like, indicate it's the
Destination
water?
locked in. Capture target acquired.
Yeah,
Stand by for
kill
assault.
him! Kill him!
Marines going in.
Oh, it's because the Marines are going in, guys. Look at it's them, the Marines. You can tell because there's a bar moving that the Marines are capturing it. Because the spaceship, that's such a lame reason to use a Marine terminology.
Encountering light resistance. Let's finish this.
It sounds like they're having one hell of a battle in there. I sure hope it's going good. Uh-oh. It's a more complicated version of Battleship. Yeah, this is like I'm a general simulator. Not like a not like what I was thinking of, not what I was looking for. Good job, guys. You did it. Alright, and...
Tactics will be covered next.
Okay.
Idle ships will default to their tactics setting. Tactics govern how ships react to the enemy.
Okay.
Units set on aggressive will retaliate against all enemy targets. Ships on defensive will defend friendly ships but will not pursue enemy targets. This is the default tactic.
Okay.
Passive tactics order units to stand down. They will not engage the enemy under any circumstances.
Okay.
Tactics will also change the
Could have gotten
formations
8
ships
gumballs,
use.
you're right. I
Click
could have been
OK
happy.
to continue. To change tactics for selected ships, click on the desired
Yep.
tactic on the taskbar. You can also use the tactics hotkeys.
Which are what? Hover. Oh, F2, F3, and F4. What an intuitive
Strike
key.
groups are tactical formations of ships designed to support each other in battle.
Okay.
Select all of these ships.
Sure.
Now, select a strike group formation from the strike group rollout on the taskbar.
Where? This? What? I guess I was right.
Copy.
Yeah, guys, do that.
Well done. Strike groups are more efficient than the collection of their parts. However, you will notice that a strike group will only travel as quickly as its slowest unit.
Okay.
Therefore, a strike group is a trade-off.
All right.
Waypoints allow you to
Okay.
click on the waypoint icon, hotkey W, to enter waypoint mode.
Oh.
While in this mode, you can queue a series of move commands. Your ships will move
I clicked out of the game again. Lovely.
to
Go
each
back.
destination. Can also be used
Alright.
to issue common commands such as attack or harvest. However,
Go
once
here.
a command is issued, the waypoint path ends at that point.
Do this.
To end the waypoint, simply click on the
Okay.
You have now successfully completed the final tutorial for homework.
Figure it out,
If you wish
fuckheads.
to practice these skills, you will be confronted by ever-increasing Vigor strike forces.
Okay. They're gonna have the best patrol ever. Hey guys, maybe we should do something other than that. How about that, okay? Oh, see, now that makes sense. What? Yeah.
Waypoint confirmed.
Go, guys. Go, go, go. Didn't it say I'm supposed to be confronted by forces? Where are they? I don't see nothing. Well, guys. I don't... How do I... Oh, there it is. Well, guys, I think this game might be kind of bad. Yeah, bye-bye. I didn't like that very much. I got an achievement for graduating command school. Happy days for me. Wow. So that was something. So I guess I better ask the class here since everyone's here. I'm looking for something that's like you pilot a ship and you get turn-based combat. I'm not looking for Civilization 90. I'm looking for you are an individual. Is there anything like that that exists that anyone's aware of? Fortnite. Spend $10 on Ban. No. I could play the Starbound, maybe. What's the game where you take pictures? There are too few games where you actually operate a ship. I know, it's fucked up. It's like, if you look at like Elite Dangerous, that game is really cool. It's just also kind of like typical closed loop space. World of Warships, yeah. Man, if I could make a space game, it would be best ever. 100%, 100 meta. I'll look at Starbound. I don't think Starbound is what I'm looking at, though. Starbound! Oh, no, this is like Terraria. I think Starlink is something I played. Yeah, I played Starlink on Switch. Mainly because it had the Star Fox characters, but like the game is just like kind of good in that you get to fly a spaceship and use it. Except it's like kind of everyone's very like die instantly or bullet sponge. It's not the most entertaining thing ever. Let me kick the music back on. Star Fox Zero? It's... You think of like stuff that's kind of cool and stuff that's popular in media, and you go, oh, it could be cool if I could fly a spaceship. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I think it's cool to fly a spaceship. I think it's cool to like, you know, when you watch something like Guardians of the Galaxy, it's cool that they fly around their spaceship and go places and do stuff. I think that's fun. I think, for instance, what Mass Effect is cool, but like you just go places and be guys shooting, which is kind of a bummer. Like a lot of games treat the travel as kind of like an inconvenience, but I think there's a lot of opportunities for interesting stuff to happen when you're like existing in the environment. Like if you think about like Red Dead Redemption 2, for instance, there's a lot of like travel you do in that game. I think I've never played it, but from what I understand, the like immersiveness of it is like you can do a lot of traveling places. There's like environments and stuff. Glitch cat, let me fly a spaceship. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of my favorite space movies. Yeah, because it just makes it look cool and fun in a way, you know? Like there's a lot of like diversity in like the stuff they'll run into. The ship, like, I mean, they're pretty durable in there, but like, you know, it's somewhat realistic. I don't know. I watched a show. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, called The Expanse. It's a great show. It's like 3 or 4 seasons, and it's basically a sci-fi show based on a great series of novels, where the space and combat in space and everything is pretty realistic to like what's reasonably possible. And it's very engaging because everything is just like extremely well thought out. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining things right now. I just want to find a game that has a spaceship and I fly around, or I'm gonna play the picture game that like you warp people, or like you warp the reality or whatever the hell. What is it called? Viewfinder, yeah. RDR2 is fun, yeah, it is. I've heard people like it a lot. What's that one called? No Man's Sky? I did try to play No Man's Sky. My main issue with No Man's Sky is that it's a game about there's nothing, it seems like. It's very much a game where you're just kind of out on your own, which I think is kind of a very boring approach to space. Because part of what I think is interesting is that there are other people in the galaxy. It's fun though. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I feel like No Man's Sky is closer to something like Subnautica than it is what I want. And Subnautica's cool in the aspect of you can do your own shit, but like it's not really tied in anything. You find my brain explode? That sounds like my kind of game then. What do I want? I mean, I have a whole fucking game idea I can pitch to chat, but like I'm not gonna do that. I mainly what I want is a space game where there is either a good story and environment with like an engaging set of characters where you fly around and like have a bunch of like I want a good RPG set in space if it's going to be an RPG. And a lot of games that are RPGs set in space are RPGs on worlds and space stations where you run around the worlds and space stations and kill people and then occasionally jump between them and your ship you happen to have. And you flying a ship is like kind of pointless. Basically Treasure Planet but open world. I don't know, what is Treasure Planet? Okay, that sounds cool. Yeah, it does, but no one's done it as far as I'm aware. I mean, there's stuff like Quake 2, but it's like it's just set in a sci-fi setting, and it's like, come on. Treasure Planet but open world. Like, oh, the Disney movie. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Exogrid the game. I mean, that is kind of part of the premise. That part of the reason why a lot of that stuff is thought out in that story I'm writing is because I'm also trying to like build a system that would work in a game organically. It's a whole thing. I find the idea of a game that self-sustains itself content-wise with player interactions fascinating. Because like imagine something like imagine a game having mechanics where you can improve to a point and then it's down to skill. Like imagine how like you guys know CS:GO, right? Like you can get pretty good at CS, and the whole idea of CS is that there is really no skill ceiling because it's impossible to be good at everything because of the way the game's designed. Now imagine something like that where there's no strict progression, quote-unquote, system in a game, but it mainly came down to like player skill and understanding of the mechanics to get good at the game, and there would be some sort of driving factor. I'm so ahead of myself. Just imagine a sandbox, but it real, okay? Like a game with a story type thing, like Undertale, but in space. No, you guys are. I'm explaining this terribly. Okay. If I'm gonna roll it out. I'm gonna put the roll the carpet here, and roll out my idea because I think you guys might want to hear it. It's something that I can't meaningfully execute on my own, unless I had like infinite more resources. So basically, type it out. I have a whole document. I'll just pull up my my game design document and explain it because I have it pretty succinct in there. Da, 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 da. The working title for the game is Frontier. This game design document I finished working on sometime in February. So here's the game concept. Frontier is an open-world MMO where players explore the vastness of procedurally generated outer space. Players can utilize harvested materials and player-ran markets to build space stations, plan trade routes, set up mining operations, craft better gear, and more. Game's always running, players are always at risk, and every in-game system is driven by player choices. So the game goals are the game is engaging without relying on predetermined content and story. It's open-ended progression systems and mechanics. It's designed for inter-player social interaction and player-generated lore and storytelling. And every player is in the same game world. So it's kind of like one universe in that way. So like the idea is that if you've played if you've played like an on Minecraft server for a while and you've got like your stuff set up and people come on, they're like, that's cool. Like imagine that, but like that's what this entire game is trying to target, is just that kind of thing, that kind of idea. Where players can make things on their own, and build like a universe. Like there would be a combat system in this game where people could build like factions and they could choose to enforce their own laws that they have. Like there would be multiple races in the game, so you can have like your own character and you'd have your own like character icon or model or whatever. Get what you're saying now? Yeah, that's good. There'd be like an in-game network for like auctions, and like you could have like some pseudo website of sorts in game for like your space station that has like your stores there. You could put out contracts for people to do. It's basically just a very open-ended RPG that runs itself, because if you think about it, these RPG games, you have merchants, you have quest givers, and you have the players and adventurers. Now, people that give quests are doing that because they don't want to do this thing on their own, and they will pay for it. So what's stopping a player with money from giving quests and paying people to do something? That's kind of the idea here, is that if the systems are built up properly, players should just be able to go, I want someone to do this for me, I'll pay them, and then when they're done, I'll get that stuff, and then I just pay them, and then the cycle continues. Yeah. Has no one done this? I don't know. It's ambitious. The thing is that doing something like this requires... It's a big gamble, because if you don't make the mechanics right, it'll be boring, it'll be bad, it won't work. Like, it would need a lot of play testing. This would be fantastic in early access, because then people would be like, I don't know, maybe this could be kind of good. I don't know, I'll try it. And then it'll give feedback. It's only $10. Yeah, I think it's a fantastic idea, just no one's done it. But, like, if you, like, people like things like Satisfactory, people like stuff like City Skylines, people like MMOs already. There's people who like Rust. I mean, all of those games have a lot of shared attributes with like this idea, and just no one's put the time into doing it. Mainly because it's a huge financial risk. If it gets popular, it becomes a technical challenge. If it doesn't become popular, then it's likely to die. It's risky, because like if you assume, like look at Baldur's Gate 3 for instance. Baldur's Gate 3 got 800k people launch weekend. If you had a server where everyone was on and doing like a tutorial launch weekend, and there was like 800,000 people in the game, I don't know if it would work, which is a problem. Our modern computers are not very good at that. So I think that's one of the reasons why people don't do this, and it's also because how do you make launch work? How does that happen? You need to have existing stuff there, so you either need to have some excuse for NPCs to exist, like robots or something, or you just kind of put a bunch of fake shit in the world and let people capture it. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks with this idea. I have a whole... Yeah, here we go. I'll run through the major gameplay features that I've thought of. So basically, the combat system would be pretty punishing. In that there's not a lot of good defense that you can have as, like, your ship. For instance, like, to fire a weapon, you'd have to take down your shields, which makes you immediately vulnerable. And, like, if you try to attack a transport to steal the shit out of it, they have, like, stealth, are, like, armored and stealth drones following that are armed that will just, like, kill you, pretty much, unless you're, like, an organized group doing it. So, in a way, it incentivizes people to make, like, pirate gangs, which I think is cool. But, you know, I don't know. They might not. People might not realize you can do that because of the punishing system. There's the idea that like players run all the space stations. They can have auction houses there. They can give shops. They can have contract jobs, buy orders. They can run offline player accommodations to like protect offline players so they don't get killed when they log off. And there's like you can recover to a location at a space station you've paid before at. So anarchy. Yeah, no, the game wouldn't have a strict like code of conduct for like how to play it. There wouldn't be like you'll get banned if you grief people. That's not a thing. There was a specific thing with Elite Dangerous, I think, where early on in the game there was people like whipping bombs at something. And they decided to make them like their own faction that was basically like terrorists. But this game, pretty much everyone can be a terrorist, and there's no strict developer-defined rules or laws or anything. So like shit could get out of hand, but awesome, yeah. I mean, you could have like the entire realm just decide they're gonna fuck one person over, and that's just fine. Like, it's something they could just do. But at the same time, you got to think about this. People putting the time and money into the game, well, I wouldn't have microtransactions, I'll say that much. But people putting their time into the game and paying for the game for the subscription for it, which is kind of required, they would pretty much have incentive to avoid violence to protect their stuff. Isn't Star Citizen supposed to be something like this? Yeah, but it's like really over ambitious, and it's become a like hyper monetized hellhole. So I saw that and I thought about stuff, and I was like, I like my idea better. But yeah, so there's like a thought that like players don't permadie, but like they lose like items or something. A lot of the like particulars I don't have nailed down because it's all complicated like stuff that requires playtesting. But there's an idea that like you can die and then you have to wait some time to recover. But if you're not attacking, then you have an advantage to get out of an altercation. For instance, like if you were running a freight job and you had like a freight ship, you could like dump your cargo and flee. And you'd have like a good bit of time to decide if that's what you're going to do before you got out of there. But at the same time, you could pay for someone to like secure your ship and like fly along with you and be your defense. And you share the profits of whatever you're transporting, Like that's the thing you could do. There's the fake online system called Frontier, where there could be like some sort of like social media system with like news and community events. People could like share stuff and like share where their stations are and advertise with in-game currency. There'd be a way to like browse and bid remotely in auctions. You could take contracts remotely and review nearby supply prices. There'd be like a map. You could view stuff about like capacity of certain stations to like take you if you land and stuff. There'd be a mobile and web app so that you could actually view the Frontier network without playing the game. So you could check on your stuff or the state of the game without necessarily having to play a certain. There'd probably be a community-ran wiki. Like I said, the game's always running, so you can just get owned randomly, which I think is kind of... of course, there's like a mining harvesting system for materials. You can automate it. What about a translator player? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, I also don't plan on having humans available as a race because I don't want people to be like, we're the human guild, we're gonna fucking kill everyone else. Like, that's kind of annoying. So it's better if there's just a bunch of alien races that you have to pick from, and they all look pleasant to the eye, and they're not like the xenomorph, that like kind of trope that a lot of sci-fi like to go for. Like someone to translate different language. You could pay someone to do that, yeah. There's nothing stopping someone from doing that, realistically. Like, you could pay someone to do that for you. Different races, different languages. I don't think I would go that far in. It would probably not be like that. Like the engineers look. Alien race. But yeah, so the premise for like the races is pretty similar to like Exogrid, where it's just kind of like they're all pretty same. There's not a lot of like special accommodations any of the races need, just to kind of keep things simple. Everyone uses the same credit system. The trade system is kind of tied to where the planets are, is the idea. So like as you go further out into space, further away from planets, and even space stations, as you get further away from like the bulk of the player base, it's likely the price of stuff will go up because it'll cost more to get stuff out there, especially certain materials. That's just kind of something that would probably naturally happen. So like there's incentive to buy supplies before you leave. Insanely intricate. Yeah, I've thought a lot about this. How would it get started? Yeah, I know. That's the big question mark here. It's like, how do you get this rolling? And I think it's mainly just you have a small dedicated group of players that play during the beta, really. And then once it goes public, then you just build on top of that. Further out, the more rare ores you get. I mean, potentially. I feel like players would be more incentivized to work together if there's some kind of goal. I mean, sure, but like, you gotta keep in mind, people will play games without a strict goal as long as they can improve themselves somehow. If they can get their number up, they can feel more accomplished somehow, then they'll just keep going. I don't need to strictly have world events for people to want to play the game, as long as the mechanics are good and the game's good. Because it's inherently the experience you're trying to make satisfying. If there's not like direct incentive, like there's this bounty and you have to work towards to get this bounty, then like, yeah, but like people can put contracts out, and the early game is going to be a lot of you just trying to complete contracts that exist so you can earn money. Like, this game sounds like something I'd spend hours upon hours getting in, but it's so complicated it'd take years to get going. I don't think so. The main thing is that I could just have a bunch of NPCs that like are all the way to the end of the game. And then it would basically be the first few people would just start replacing those people, and provide better deals than the NPCs are. But to go back to the incentive, I can see that. It is very open-ended in design. But like if you think about like Minecraft, not everyone plays Minecraft to get to the end bosses, and I don't think most people do. A lot of people just want to build their own stuff. Games like Satisfactory is a good thing to point at. Satisfactory doesn't have a strict end goal, but people like to challenge themselves to build things better than the last time they tried. So at the end of the day, as long as some part of the game has some appeal to someone, then they'll specialize in that part of the game and then serve a specific role in the game, which supports the game, you know? So each part of the game has to have a good gameplay loop. Like the people that want to build factories and automated mining systems and all that stuff and like try and hyper optimize it for profit need to have a good system that has no inherent correct solution. And all the people that are trying to do contracts need to have good mechanics that are like rewarding somehow and they feel good and they're not annoying. All the people that want to be pirates need to have good systems that are fun, obviously, because they're trying to have fun. You know, all the people that want to like run transits need something to do, you know? There's a lot, like, if you just give them radio comms, then that, like, there you go, there's the entertainment. Like, there's a lot of depth that has to exist in the game for people to really want to play it. But I think that's what would make the game good. Hey, Kurt. Sounds crazy tough to make, but it would be fucking awesome if done right. Yeah. I mean, it's basically just a space sim. I mean, it's called Frontier for a reason, you know? Like, it's basically set in, like, a world where, like, people are exploring space and setting up, like, society out there. So, like, if someone builds a bar, you can go to their bar, I guess, you know, that's kind of the premise. People play roleplay games just to roleplay, but the whole point of this game is that you don't have to just roleplay. You can actually be the person in the game. Like, you don't... and, like, you could become, like, notorious or, like, a legend. Like, if you, like, decide to stop playing, then, like, you might still be talked about after you leave because you did something cool. You know? Like, there's a lot of opportunities for that kind of stuff. I want people to... I want people to feel incentivized not by strictly a leaderboard or their character's stats necessarily, but just the environment that the game provides that's unique. And just the social aspect of it. Because there's a lot of social games, and they're just like, you go here and you talk to people. But you're not talking with purpose, you're just talking because you want to talk to people. So then you're not doing anything, and there's not a lot of appeal to everyone for that reason. A game that gives the player freedom. I mean, it's pretty much like the most freedom you can give a player, yeah. With the trade-off of there's no story. Or real strict reason to play. Other than the game is cool and the people who play it are cool. Which is a risk and a gamble to do. But I think it's cool. I mean, there's a lot of people that play MMOs and they're like, yeah, I play MMOs because I love, like, doing raids with people and stuff. I mean, a lot of it's just people like doing stuff with other people. So if you can make a game that's built on top of you do stuff with other people, and that's the idea, I mean, once you can sell people on that and get them playing, it's not, I don't think it's that crazy of an idea. I think it'd be a great game. It could be. It could also be the most boring thing ever and not do well. It could, like, this idea could be executed and people will go, what is the point of this? And then stop playing. And then the game only gets, like, I don't know, a few hundred players and then it dies. But at the same time, you know, because everyone's in the same world, if there's only a few thousand players playing at any time, that's still a ton of players, you know? Like, you can run into people pretty constantly because people probably aren't going to go out that far. Thank you for the 2 subs, XO. Appreciate it. I'd love to make this because I think it would be a very, like, fascinating experiment. I just don't know if I could... well, for one, I don't have the time. And also, I don't know if I could implement these ideas very well because I'm not an experienced dev and I don't know anyone who is. Sorry, experienced game dev specifically. Time is relative. Yeah, but that's the problem with it. I had the idea... I was trying to come up with monetization for the game because I didn't think that you could convince people to pay a recurring fee constantly for a game like this. I think it's kind of a bit ambitious because, like, there's, like, games that are subscription that are way less popular now because of it, like World of Warcraft, and there's free tiers of that. And I think this kind of game wouldn't work with a free tier, which, like, kind of, like, there needs to be all or nothing in essence. But I don't want to limit parts of the game behind a paywall. I want the whole game to be accessible with the payment. Don't go the EVE Online route. What's the EVE Online route? Subscription and pay to win ruins games. Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean. The thing is that this concept, I feel like, justifies the subscription model because it's not a static game. The game is always different and always happening, and it's online by design. It's not online because they want to sell stuff. It's like the game would be online and it costs money to run an online game, and it's online because it is. So a subscription model makes some sense to me after a certain amount of playtime. Like for instance, if the game sold for $30 and you got 6 months of multiplayer play before you had to pay a subscription, You don't buy money, you earn money, so there's a purpose. Yeah, no, you don't. There's no microtransactions in this game. The only payment you make is a subscription, which gives you access to literally everything. That's the only payment you make, and I probably would commit to not doing anything other than that. So, I feel like it's just easier to justify that way, especially because the game is intended to be played this way. Like, you couldn't play this game single player. You could maybe play at LAN with people, or like peer to peer, but like, I don't know how that would work. This game works best as like an MMO, realistically, for this idea. Otherwise, it just feels empty, and it's like there's nothing to do. I've heard a bit about EVE Online, but I don't know much about it. Hope the screen's been very entertaining to look at. Just Garfield. It's very engaging. Does anyone have like a TLDR on why I shouldn't go EVE? I don't know what EVE is. Are they like doing a bunch of monetization or something that's like awful? One server for every time zone or country? I mean, there might have to be language specific servers because it might be kind of difficult for people to communicate otherwise. I'm not really sure. It would make sense to have it somewhat split up by region. Even though I kind of hate that, because I really wish it wouldn't be, but that's probably the way it would have to be. It's too bad our translation stuff isn't very good, because if it was, then it'd be kind of easy to do that, but there's also latency, so probably not. EVE is super grindy. You level skills by clicking a button and turning the game off. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound lovely. Yeah, no, this isn't some like Clash of Clans stuff. Like if you choose to play this game like that, where you just have a process get started and then you leave, you can, but you don't have to do that. Like, part of the idea is that at the beginning of the game you can experiment and try a bunch of different stuff. Like, there's nothing stopping you from like trying to be a pirate or something, you know. There's no real penalty necessarily. Top tier ships in that game are worth thousands of dollars apparently. Yeah. That sucks. One of the things that isn't amazing about this particular idea of mine is that you're likely going to have people that will do outside of game payments for things. I think that's kind of funny, but it's not going to be an official like thing I condone. It's just a thing people can do. But like, I would probably not want people to do that. But you'd get people that are like, yeah, I'll pay you like $100 so that you make me this ship I want, and I don't have to pay you in-game credits. Something stupid like that. Most likely to happen. $100 to kill this guy, but real. Yeah. There's a lot of potential problems. But that's any MMO like this would have problems like that, so it just kind of makes some sense. But yeah, I wouldn't have a store like this. There wouldn't be like a credit bundle with cerebral accelerator that lasts real world time. Like, that's bizarre. What is this Omega? What is that? Omega time. Upgrade to Omega clone state and unlock double skill training speed. Oh, so it's just pay to win. Full access to the contract system of trading. What? Yeah, that blows. It's 20 bucks a month? Holy shit. $150 a year. If you get yearly. Otherwise it's 20 bucks a month. $240 a year. That is an incredible amount of money to spend on a game. If you watch any video on it, it's more office work than game. Yeah, part of the problem is with a lot of games that try to do what I'm talking about is that they end up going, well, we can't balance the game, so let's just add a bunch of rules, and then if people are mean, we ban them. If people are mean to our paying players, we ban them. We get rid of them. Which I imagine EVE Online is kind of a game where, like, if you do too much griefing, you get banned. So you can't really do whatever you want. It's pretty much just people fighting for, like, the leaderboard to be, like, the coolest guy. Hey, I have number one Clash of Clans. Are you flying a spaceship in this game I'm talking about for me, or EVE Online? Frontier or EVE? Ugh. There are player-run corporations in EVE. I don't know if people make money or not. I'll have to try it sometime, but if it's super grindy, I probably won't play it very long. Let's, actually, I'll just, do I have my Chrome capture? In Frontier, maybe you can buy or build and design your own ships. Like in-game credits? Yeah, I mean, you would be able to buy upgraded ships in-game, yeah. In terms of designs for ships, I think that just becomes a more complicated system. Is the window capture not working? There it is. Is there, like, gameplay overview? FreeSpace 2 is a game worth playing if you want to see good simcade combat. Why is this running like shit in this video? Yeah, this is like too grand scale space for me, I think. This is probably not like what I would want. This seems like super hyper, like AAA cinematic space. FreeSpace. So what is simcade? I don't know what simcade is. This is a very short about page. Blob. Free space? Of course it's free. We aren't communists, yeah. Is this a game from like... When did this game come out? What is this? It's a game from '99? Oh, okay. That makes sense. It does kind of look like that. What is this simcade? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That looks interesting. FSO is essentially the code name for the modding project. I see. It's not malicious, dude. Let me go. FSO installer has been superseded by Gnosis. FSO trailer on YouTube. Well, I was gonna play a game, and then I didn't. And I think people want to play Baldur's Gate, so I'm gonna probably hop out. But if you guys have any ideas or want to discuss that little thing I talked about, want to hear about Frontier more, hop in my Discord. I'll probably talk about it later. But I want to play an RPG. I want to play a good game. I want to play a game that doesn't have a tutorial that like makes my brain melt. So Discord link is in the it's below the stream in my about section. I don't have a command because I'm kind of bad. Yeah, just scroll down. But yeah, thanks for coming out, everybody. What a crazy stream. We did so much. There was such a good game. It was so good. Wow. What the fuck? Shit. Where was this?
I am deeply disappointed in you.
Oh, it's this.
Watching pornography is a despicable, degrading activity that shows a complete lack of respect and decency.
Alright guys, see you later.